So before we went away on holiday, I don't know how to explain this. Before we went away on holiday, I said to you that there was some cutting of trees going on around here. To say it's been nothing short of a very long morning of battling. And we lost.
For the last 2 weeks, the usual mountainside peace of our homestead has been disturbed by the sound of chainsaws. Some of these chainsaws were harvesting wood, and others have been making sure that the threat of wildfires is mitigated. On this particular day, the sound came a lot closer to home. We'll tell you more about it all at the end of the video, and show you firsthand why the work was necessary. But even though what happened was done to keep us all safe, it was still pretty heartbreaking to witness.
And so we went on holiday and we came back. When we left, it was our neighbour that was doing the cutting of the wood, and that chainsaw that you can hear just back there, that's what's happening right now. He's been very, very sympathetic to the area around. There's a second group of people currently on our land cutting down trees. I'm a lot less sympathetic to the trees, and well, and we lost.
It's a new day, and after everything that went on yesterday, which, well, truly we found very, very upsetting, and anyway, we're moving on. Today's a new day. It's a beautiful day. The birds are singing, the sun is shining. The best news is that our vegetable garden is going positively bananas. I cannot even convey how, I think awestruck is the only word I could find to kind of put into context how I feel about what I see in this vegetable garden. We literally will go a day with tiny cucumbers, and the next day they're enormous and there's a rush to pick them. So I'm going to come in here this morning and just quietly gather some bits for the day ahead. I did my first grocery shop yesterday where I could look at stuff and go, I don't need to buy that. We've got it in our garden. And it's got me feeling so inspired for the summer ahead, so inspired for all of the things we can grow and all of the things we can try and achieve here, for the way our family's going to eat. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with all of you, sharing any recipes that I come up with, ways to store it, things we're going to try. We're going to try and be as creative as we possibly can. And if you've got any suggestions, you know that we are all ears always, and are always so grateful for anything that you share with us. Anyway, enough chatting. Let me let the chickens out and get going with picking these veggies. Just in time for the big harvest.
Oh my goodness, Crusoe. Are any of them ready? I see one in the middle there.
No ways, really?
Are you going to eat it now?
Look at that.
Yeah, but it's not ready yet. Don't pick it. Don't.
Oh.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yum.
Are you going to eat that? It's not ready. I bet you're going to say it tastes sour. It's a bit hard.
Has it got a hard middle, buddy?
The whole lot. All of it. Why not? All right then. What's your plan?
Well, I have an enormous courgette to pick.
Yeah.
I have patty pans going loopy.
Yeah.
I've got cucumbers that got to come off. I've got tomatoes.
I saw those patty pans earlier.
Yeah.
I think they might be the biggest in the world.
I think they might be. So these patty pans got so big while we were away. It wasn't my intention to leave them because I don't think they're as delicious when they're that enormous. But anyway, I'm going to see if I can maybe chop them up really small and maybe they work in a quiche. I don't know. We'll have a play with them. But the coolest thing about the patty pans is that we grew them from seed. And now they're giving us these enormous patty pans. Mm-hmm.
Hello, Sadza.
Tomatoes are ready. Do you want to pick this big one?
Yeah. This one is.
That one's ready, yeah. Well done. Oh, gently. Well done. Good boy. That was so exciting.
Some more.
Yeah, there's another big one there. Put it in there. Well done. Can you see any more?
Look, more.
Some cherries.
The eyes.
You seen them with your eyes?
Well done.
Good.
More.
No, not that one yet. These little ones here. Not that one. Not yet tomorrow. That one's good for tomorrow. What about these? Check the cucumbers.
Come on, Soy, let's go and find your mum. I can hear Crusoe up there.
Oh, hello, you lot.
Hello, darling. I've got two things that you love here.
You look like you need some weight relief.
Yeah, I'm about to drop one of them.
Yes.
There we go. That frees up
Good
a hand.
job.
Here's the other one.
Hello, mister. You look very snazzy today. This garden is obviously a huge part of our family's journey to health and wellness, but we can't get everything we need from this garden. So that is where our very favourite product, AG1, comes in to support our bodies to function at their very best and plug any gaps that we're not getting from our daily kind of food choices. It tastes amazing. You can't have any just yet, my boy. In this bottle is highly formulated foundational nutrition. AG1 is a science-driven formula made up of vitamins, probiotics, and whole food sourced ingredients that aid your brain, gut, and immune system. It's loaded with prebiotics, probiotics, and plant-based enzymes, which all help to support your gut health. Can you give Soy back his cucumber?
He's delighted with his life. There is definitely a rule about not working with animals or young children, isn't there? AG1, rock star, rock and roll, we love it.
You've no doubt seen this stuff in lots of different places, but if you've been thinking of giving it a go, please use our link in the description below. By clicking on our link, you support our channel. Also, with your first purchase of AG1, you'll of course get the all-important and amazing 5 free travel packs and up to a year's supply of vitamin D3 K2 drops. Anyway, we better get back to picking vegetables before
Absolutely.
those patty pans get even bigger. Thanks so much to AG1 for being there for us every day, and
Sponsoring our channel.
click on the link.
Jolly
Click on the
good.
link. Hey Crusoe, come check out the patty pans. A big one. Be careful, buddy, because it's prickly. Okay, can you put it in the basket? And this one. Good job. That,
Mommy, how that
I think, is the world's biggest patty pan. Look at that.
heavy.
It's very heavy, isn't it? What do you reckon, bud? Are they cool? Hey? When they get that big, I don't think they're very delicious.
A big one.
One of the things
I've never seen a patty pan that big.
No, I know. You're
Mommy.
supposed to. Yes, darling. Is there another big one? Okay, I'm coming. I think you're supposed to pick them when they're 2 to 4 inches.
Look,
That's when they're
look.
at their best.
Mommy, look.
So we've lost about 3 or 4, which have got really massive. I see them. Should Mummy get them?
Yeah.
So one thing I was thinking is that they do make lovely decorations.
Mine, Mommy, mine.
Here you go. Yours. You know, they're very pretty to look at. I also thought if we had like, you know, like a delicious rainbow rice, and then you cut the top out, dig it out, and you serve it in the patty pan.
That's fun. Yeah.
So we might try and do that just to make dinner a bit more exciting. I need another basket. I think we're just about done here.
Let's have a big one. And a big one, Mommy, turn out a big one.
I love that there's still so many flowers in here and the bees are super busy, so we're going to get a whole nother crop.
Ooh, a patty pan, Mommy. A patty pan.
A patty pan.
No, Daddy.
What have you got?
A patty pan.
Wow.
Which I've just got.
Heavy.
Heavy.
Look at this. We've got baby melons.
Okay.
But the most exciting baby melon
Now how
is a patty pan crop.
Wow. Huge piece. Are you going to put it in the basket?
I'm gonna give it safe.
You're going to keep it safe.
Ooh, the patty pads. La 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 la.
So, did you know cucumbers are really spiky? Pretty unfriendly.
Look, Mommy.
Oh, you got him?
Old Dahl might call our cucumbers snozcumbers.
Cucumbers, yeah. You see those ones? Bring your patty pan.
What's that down there?
That's also cucumbers. We've got 2 different varieties of cucumber.
Okay.
These are the small ones, apparently, the snozcumbers, and those are long ones. So we should have a long one ready to pick in the next couple of days. I'll show you the biggest one.
Oh, that's fab.
Yeah, so there's quite a lot in there. Let's go and get the courgette. Come and have a look at this because it's just crazy.
I think the potatoes are close to being ready as well, aren't they?
Yeah, so Joao said about a week
Okay.
we'll lift them. And they didn't really like all that rain we had, so they haven't done all that well. So we'll see what our crop's like. Look at this courgette. Come and look quickly before Chriso picks it.
Look at that.
Look at that! There we go, buddy. Show Daddy. Wow!
What? Wow.
That basket is very definitely full. So I'm going to go and get another one and come back and carry on. And I think it's probably a good time to say a very humongous thank you to Joao. Most of you who've been here for a long time will know exactly who Joao is. He's our neighbour's son and our farm manager. He comes and does a couple of hours for us every weekend. And I don't know what we would have done without him because we've been in this phase of kind of newborns and toddlers and babies and life is really, really busy. Don't bite it, sweetie, please. Life is really, really busy and having extra hands on the farm has made all the difference. And well, this is kind of his kingdom and he's taught me so much about how to do this ourselves. So I mean, we're so grateful. So Joao, if you're watching, muito obrigada. Let's go and get another basket and a knife. And then we're gonna come back and get cabbages and beetroot.
Look at that.
I don't think they're ready yet, buddy.
I'm ready.
Well done. That's a bit better.
That's a bit better.
Come on then. We've got some beetroot there.
Where can the girls go?
Here's a cabbage. Come see.
Mommy, look at that.
Yeah. So it's amazing the stuff you learn when you do this, because I didn't really know how cabbages kind of formed. But obviously they make their big kind of display of leaves and then they close in to what we all know that you get in the shops of these closed cabbages. So that's just our first one ready. And thankfully they didn't all get eaten by those caterpillars. All right, last thing I think is the beans. So these ones we're going to leave because those are going to be our seeds for next year. Can you put these in the basket for me?
Look
There's lots on this one.
at that.
To have your very own supermarket in your garden. Oh man, magic. Come on in.
Got 2 eggs.
What do you reckon, love? It's the time to put the hinge on the egg box.
Yeah, I think now is the time.
Good work. Is there any more?
No, not yet.
Are you sure? I didn't collect any yesterday.
Do you know what this reminds me of?
What?
There was a movie.
Wait. Shh.
What was the name of the movie? Bed Knobs and Broomsticks or something like that anyway. But the main protagonist, the kid, was a chimney sweep.
Does feel a bit Can Mum hold them? And you're going to look after them?
Oh, yum. Put it in the fridge.
Put them in the fridge, hey? Right, the very last thing I've got to do on our way back to the house is to harvest the wild oregano that grows on the farm.
Great.
I picked a bit earlier, but I think I was a bit too soon, but it's definitely ready now. So let's go get that.
What's it, Mommy? What's it, Mommy?
Mummy is picking oregano, my boy.
Yeah.
This is called oregano. Can you smell it?
It tastes like.
Yummy, hey? Look at that. Beautiful.
Strawberry.
2 strawberries. 1 for each of the boys.
Wanna Sawyer, Mommy? Wanna Sawyer?
Is that one for Sawyer?
Yeah.
It's like Sawyer heard the word strawberries, hey?
I'm driving up north on the Trans-Canada Highway.
One and two.
The night is sweet, 1,000 stars. I'm driving up north on the Trans-Canada Highway. The night is sweet, 1,000 stars. Should I stay with you? I know. Should I stay for more? Should I stay with you? I know now. Don't want to leave anymore. Want to build a home of love and light with you. I want to build a home. Harvest moon it is, playing in the car. The good old Neil Young is on my side once again. I can see your eyes and I can feel your pulse. You're beating gives me the rhythm. Should I stay with you? I know. Should I stay for more? Should I stay with you? I know now. Don't wanna leave anymore. I wanna build a home.
Hello team, quite literally just left you at the dinner table there, having lunch. Tara and I, in our last episode a few days ago, we're trying out all sorts of yummy foods that she's been making, and they were absolutely delicious. If you missed that episode, do go back and have a good look. It was one of our, it was a fun one anyway. And in that episode I said thanks very much for watching. I'm back off down to the lawn to carry on with the deck, which is exactly where I'm going now and exactly what I'm going to be carrying on with. Let's do it. Okay, the plan today is to carry on these banisters here a little bit further. If you remember, that what we're hoping for is to put a staircase, some stairs down towards the trampoline, so that Crusoe can run up and down and we can have easy access to that particular terrace right there. So going to put another pole here and then carry the banister on through those trees. So what we've got is all of our posts in place. This is absolutely solid, which I'm delighted by. When you're putting in the footings, when we were putting in the footings originally, we were a little bit worried about not having enough and that they were all a bit here and there and higgledy-piggledy, just trying to move around the roots of the tree. But everything's gone in nice and solid. I'm very, very pleased about that. Next thing we need to do is just carry this banister on through the trees, so it's going to look fab, eh? And the easiest way to do that is to get my wonderful wife to chop a whole bunch of pieces of wood to 74 centimeters tall.
I can do that.
Great. And we'll just tick all the way along. Brilliant. What I'm going to do is start with a bit of a jig.
That no blades were harmed in the production
Of this fence. All right then, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? So far, So good. Check what a holiday can do. Love it. Bless you, Sawyer.
So here we are on our lowest terrace with half a tree. And it's probably time to tell you what happened. So running along the top of our property is an electricity line.
For most of the property, it doesn't really cause any, you don't notice it. I'm sure you guys have hardly ever seen it actually in the videos. It's just kind of there, a benign feature of our landscape.
But on this particular occasion, the electricity company came to do some maintenance on the line and to make sure that it was clear of any trees, which is of course super important. But our issue was we had absolutely no idea that they were coming until we caught them on our security cameras, sort of wandering through the property while we were away. Now, we're all for maintenance, we're all for fire risk kind of being maintained, but our issue was that this tree has been cut in a way that, I don't know, it hasn't been done sympathetically, it hasn't been done carefully. When we asked for them to just do it the absolute minimum that they could get away with, they wanted to take the whole thing down.
So basically what they've done is they've chopped half of a tree straight down like this, that even the very lowest bottom branches have just gone. And if you're a tree surgeon out there and you're watching this video, you would know it's harmful. Tara's taking the boys onto the trampoline. They got a bit fidgety. Once again, we absolutely support making sure that the electric cables are perfectly safe, and cutting down trees or not cutting down trees, but rather pruning trees, making sure that they come nowhere near those cables is super important. And I hope if there are any Portuguese people watching this program, please don't be offended by us calling out the electrical company there. We don't want to offend anybody. We just want to say it could have been done better, and the end result just isn't good enough. Has it gone? It's like an ice cream, isn't it? But it's completely the opposite. It's hot, not cold. And it's not tasty either. That's burning quite furiously over there.
That's crazy. I mean, we were on our way back from town about half an hour ago and it was a tiny little plume of smoke. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is chilling to watch. This is truly chilling. Look, you can actually see the flames. That is moving so fast.
I think there's some education for us all here. You know, it's the first time I've seen wildfires in Portugal. Like, I've seen the aftermath of it, but I've never seen it actually happening.
Water. Mummy.
Yeah?
Helicopter in water.
It is. Hey, look, here comes the helicopter again. Can you hear him? Can you say thank you, Mr. Firefighters?
Can you see the flames, Crusoe?
Where?
Inside the smoke at the bottom, you can see big flames. They're red and orange. Scary. A big fire.
It's not scary, Daddy. It's not scary.
Okay, I'm glad that you're saying that. Good boy.
Daddy, Mommy, not scary.
Is it not scary, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only fire, Mommy. Only fire.
Don't touch the tripod, sweetie.
It's only fire, Mommy.
Is it only fire, my love? I think we'll leave you thinking that for as long as we can, hey?
Go.
What's burning over there behind us is pretty much exactly the same kind of stuff that's down here. And the reason why I can say that with some certainty is at the beginning of the summer, late spring, there were a whole bunch of yellow flowers across this area of well, it's not quite our farm. This is on the other side of the wall from where our farm is, but these were all yellow budded flowers. They're very pretty, but on the other side of the mountain, which is burning right now, that was completely covered in the yellow brush. So I think what's burning over there is all over here. Looks like they're getting it under control though. I'm an optimist. I think they're going to have that put out within the next half an hour. I think it's done. I hope it's done. That's the helicopter going home by the looks of things.
I hope so. I tell you what, watching that, like, there's so much that you feel in awe of. The first thing is the power of Mother Nature, because that fire went from really nothing at all to like
Half a mountain.
raging. That was truly terrifying to witness. And secondly, in awe of the men and women who go out there to fight them. Like, I'm a really long way away from that fire, and my blood ran cold, and I felt frightened. Well, thankfully, it looks like that's coming to an end, and I have managed to move away from the hose pipe. It's always, I don't know, I'm a big believer in serendipity, and it just feels really weird that we've had this whole thing happen with the electricity company and the tree and the fire risk management, which I just want to reiterate, we are, of course, 1,000,000,000% in support of fire risk management. It's the most important thing. Seeing how quickly that fire burned this afternoon is truly sobering, and well, quite frankly, nothing else matters apart from that. So please, when you're watching this video, don't think that we don't think that that's important. We were just sad that our tree was cut in the way it was cut. We weren't saying that it shouldn't have been cut. I really hope that that was clear. Anyway, there's still a couple of helicopters buzzing around. They're still dropping buckets of water. But I think for the most part, that's probably, hopefully, it for today.